Okay, I'm Mattia Santoro. I'm from the National Research Council of Italy, and I'm part of the team developing and operating the GEO Discovery and Access Broker. Okay, so I'm here to introduce a bit more in detail how you can use and exploit this component in order to build new applications using the GEO's common infrastructure. So, okay, very high-level description of the GCI, the GEO's common infrastructure, where we have to link essentially two layers. On one side we have the science and the society, and on the other side we have data providers, data servers. So we have this GCI in place, which at the very, very high level is composed of the GEO's web portal. We have just seen the GEO Discovery and Access Broker and a registry. Okay, so I'm going to focus mainly, on the GeoDAB that we have seen is enabling the interconnection of the different data providers contributing to GEOS and is linked to the GEOS web portal, but not only to the GEOS web portal, also to other applications using the content of the GCI. And I would like to explain how it is possible to build new applications in this Appathon context, accessing the GEO Discovery and Access Broker. So, how is it possible to access this component? This component aims to connect many client applications to many data providers, taking care of all the needed interoperability arrangements which are needed to make this connection happen. So it is possible to access the GEO Discovery and Access Broker through a set of well-known service interfaces, protocol interfaces for geospatial interoperability, and also a set of APIs, application programming interfaces. So the service interfaces provided by the GEO Discovery and Access Broker are several. Here I list some of the most widely used. So OGC catalog service for the web with several application profiles, an open search interface, which by the way is the one used by the GEO's web portal, with an extension for providing semantic enrichment capabilities of the searches, then OAI PMH, web processing services, and other access services of the OGC standards suites. Then we have a set of JavaScript libraries. This programming language was chosen in order to enable an easy way of building web applications connecting to the Discovery and Access Broker. So why JavaScript? Because it turns out that the REST APIs are provided by the DAB, the SOAP APIs as well, and then we have that the JavaScript is one of the most widely used programming language for web applications. So, what are the objectives of providing these APIs? We want, as I said, to support the easy development of web applications interconnecting to the GeoDAB. The criteria that we followed designing these APIs were to expose all of the DAB functionalities, which are for discovery, access, semantic enrichment of content of the GCI in an easy way. Because, of course, we provide several service interfaces, but, of course, you need some knowledge of these interfaces in order to generate the proper request, parse the responses, and so on and so forth. So the idea was to provide simple libraries with simple objects that developers of applications can use in order to interconnect to the DAB. So the conceptual model is simple. We have a DAB object which is able to discover, and also with some semantic enrichment, as a result set, and we receive a result set. And this result set is composed of nodes, GI nodes, what we call GI nodes. These can also be complex, so they can be essentially collections, as we saw in the last example by Guido, and can be further explored, expanded, and then it is possible, again using the APIs, to get the actual data, both a preview of it and the access of the actual data. And then you have a set of, helping tools for the pagination of the results. So the library is intended to help developing community portals, applications, and has, of course, some specific characteristics such as the asynchronous model of interacting with the DAB, which is due mainly to the JavaScript native model. It has, of course, dedicated operations in order to facilitate the mashup of discovered data, and it is quite easily integrable with the GeoQuery framework, which is jQuery framework, which is again quite widely used in developing web applications. So this is the homepage of the GeoDAB API, where you can download the APIs, and you can learn by example. So we provide a set of examples that you can just copy to your own framework and see how this works. So I close with the contacts. So we have a mailing list for the APIs, and we have the email addresses of the developers and the project leader of this project.